Hi everyone, welcome to A Work in Progress. I'm Joanne and welcome to my weekly Sunday thrift haul video. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for stopping by again. And for those of you that might be new to my channel, I do primarily thrift haul videos here, and I do upload a video every Sunday to show you the things that I picked up while thrifting over the week. I show things that I'm keeping for myself and things that I'm going to be reselling. And today I have a special treat for you, and a special treat for me, because I was lucky enough to receive some friend mail, and I want to share with you the goodies that I received. So let's go ahead and get started with that friend mail first, and then we'll get into the thrift haul. First thing I want to show you came from my friend Lita. She lives all the way in Canada and sent this to me from Canada. I can't believe it. Lita, thank you so very much. I have already opened up the box, so I already know what it is. And Lita sent me a card as well. She said it's a little something for my collection, and that's a kind of a tidbit to you folks that have been following me for a while. You know I have a collection of something, and I have a new one right here that I'm going to add to that. She said that it yelled out to her when she saw it, "Joanne will take this," and it jumped into her cart. I know how that happens, Lita. Some things jump into my cart as well. So hugs and kisses from Lita. So let me show you who Lita sent to me. She sent me this beautiful Madonna and baby Jesus, and it's a bell. Isn't she amazing? Look at the coloring on her. That beautiful blue. There's a little bit of tan in her hair and in baby Jesus' hair. I absolutely love her. Lita, thank you so very much, and I completely understand why she jumped into your cart. She has a tag in here. Let me see. You know what? I'm not even going to try, because I have lost my reading glasses and I need to get another pair. So until that time comes around, the small print is just lost to me. But there she is. She's going to be going into my collection. Lita, thank you so very much for thinking about me. I love her. And then the second friend mail that I received is from Robert. Robert is here in the good old USA, and he sent me a box of goodies. Now, where is his card? Here's his card. He says, "A cheery hello." And then on the inside, he said, "One is made with love and the other is bought with love. Have a happy fall, Robert." And I've already opened this one up as well. So he not only made something in here, but sent me something. He also included these stick-on crosses, which are absolutely beautiful. And this is what Robert made for me. Isn't this just as sweet as it can be? Look at that. It's a little baby, or a little bird with her little baby eggs just waiting to be hatched on top of. So this is the saucer to this pot. I love it. How smart and how cute. And you even screwed it on, I think. Yeah, you even screwed that on. I love it, Robert. I think it is so sweet. And I did send you an email and let you know that I already have a place for this. I have a very large, bulky wooden candle holder in my office in one of the shelves, and on top of it I have a bird's nest, and I thought this would look just perfect sitting next to those two pieces. So that is where this is going to go. And then wait till you see this. This made me laugh. This is from Fred. The maker is Fred. It is a holy roller. Look at it's a Madonna lint brush. I think it's so sweet. I've never seen anything like this. This I don't think I'm going to put into my collection, because this I'm actually going to use, because with 4 cats in my house. Oh my gosh, I lost track. 3 of my own and 1 of my daughters, I need a lint brush. So Robert, thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. I love the gift that you made for me, as well as this holy roller. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and before I go any further, let me give you an update on one of those cats, Lewis, because I know a lot of you folks were a little bit worried about him. I'll try and make this very brief. He did go back on Friday for his recheck from the ulcer that he had, or the sore that he had on his tongue, and everything else that was going on with him. Vet gave him a clean bill of health. There's a little bit still left of the ulcer, she said. I couldn't see it, but she could. So he got his last kitten booster shot and his rabies. So he is good to go now for another year. However, he will be going back. He's now 17 weeks. He'll be going back in 6 months to be neutered and to have an umbilical hernia repaired. So that's the update on Lewis. So with all of that wonderful start to a video, you might want to go and grab yourself a cup of tea or some lemonade or iced tea, because I think this is going to be a long haul video. I got lucky at the outlet again, and I got some amazing things. Some that I'm going to be keeping for myself, and some that I'm going to be reselling. I'm going to start first with the things that I am going to keep for myself. So let's go ahead and get started with that portion of the video. So I thought it might just be easier to kind of separate things out. And like I said, I'm going to show you first what I picked up for myself. I put everything into this litter box, which I got for my daughter's cat because he's a bit of a larger cat, and the litter box that we have for him right now in his area is kind of small, so I picked that up for him. And then for my little Lewis and anyone else that might want to play with it, I found this cat toy. So it's this crunchy, crumbly little tube here that comes out into all of these furry little pieces and these little dangling pieces. So I hope that that will grab his attention and keep him active for a little while. We go ahead and put that down on the floor in case he comes by. Maybe he'll spot it. Okay, so that is for Lewis and all the other kitties. I picked this up for my friend Rhonda because she does like candles. This is Christmas Tree, and it is made by, it might be, actually I'm not sure who made this, but I did pick up this. As you can see, it's a little bit burned out, but that's okay. And boy, I wish you could smell this, because this, oh my gosh, it just smells like Christmas. I love this. So I think Rhonda is going to enjoy that. Even with it being about maybe halfway burned out, she can still get some good use out of that. That I got from Rhonda. Let me see. These I got for myself. These are some faux fiddle ferns. I don't know if you've ever heard of a fiddle fern, but I believe what it is, when they're coiled up like this, this is before the fern actually grows larger and becomes a fern that we're used to seeing. So I do have to coil these up a little bit more. And you can eat the fiddle ferns. I picked some up when I was in Maine. Oh my gosh, oh, this is bad, 12 years ago. I went up there for my 50th birthday. I treated myself to a whale watching tour, a trip, which was amazing. And my boss at the time said, if you find fiddle ferns, bring them back for me. I had never heard of them. And sure enough, on the side of the road was a vendor that was selling them out of his truck. And I bought some for her. I bought some for myself and my girlfriend that went on the trip with me. And I just sauteed them in a little bit of butter. I wasn't a vegan at the time, but a little butter and some garlic. And oh my goodness, they were so good. So I just have to fix these up a little bit, and then I am going to be using them to display in my large crock that I got at the bins a while back. Let me see. I found this little round cast iron World Market. So this is a newer cast iron piece, but this little piece I am going to put along with my dough bowl in the kitchen for some fall decor. These, I was really fortunate to find these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought there was another one. Oh, there is. Yep. 5 of these watering globes. So what you do is you put them upside down under your faucet. You fill that up with water, and then you stick that into your plant, and then the water slowly drains out of the globe or these birds that I found. My daughter likes these for her plants, although right now she doesn't have a lot of plants, so I may have to borrow a couple of them for a while. But I got 2 of the balls and then 3 of the birds, so I think she's going to be pretty excited about that. And these are glass, and they had not been broken yet. Had they stayed at the bins any longer, they would have been shattered. There was another one that sadly had been broken, but I was really happy to find these. Ooh. I have to make sure I don't break one now. Oh, I found another, actually 2 of those little cast iron pans. There's another one. This one doesn't have any markings on the back of it. This one was definitely used, I would say. Yep, so I've got another one to go in my dough bowl. More pet stuff. The pets made out pretty good yesterday. This I picked up because I needed a 3rd litter box scoop. Picked this adorable polar bear. At Christmas time, I do up my tree in a kind of a rustic sort of theme to it. So I have a lot of little animals and such on my tree. So I was really happy to find this guy, and he's nice and large, so he'll fill up an empty spot that is in my tree. So he'll be going on my tree this coming Christmas. Some raffia. I thrifted a while back some of the very colorful corn that people display at the fall time and Thanksgiving time, and some of the corn didn't have the husk that's on the back of it. So I thought the raffia, although it's not a corn husk, but I thought the raffia would kind of give it that look. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't put these hot glue some raffia strips and see if it kind of resembles a corn husk on those dried out pieces of corn. Found a few more of the mason jar lids, and these I'm just going to be making some fall pumpkins out of these. Found one lowly little dice in the bins. For those of you that are new, I have a small set of 6 jars that I'm filling up with what I'm calling littles. And I started to collect some dice, so now I have 1 more to go into that. These I couldn't leave behind. This was $18 at Target. It is a pip garland that, let's see, 60 inches long, still in the packaging. So this I'm going to be using for fall decor. And you saw the litter box. So that is everything that I picked up for myself, for my daughter Caitlin, and for my friend Rhonda. So next, let me go ahead and move this stuff out of the way and bring in the stuff that I am going to be reselling. So I will be right back. Okay, now for those pieces that I am going to be reselling. And there is a lot. I got very, very lucky at the outlet yesterday. Picked up this set of salt and pepper shakers. As you see, they do need to be cleaned up. They are, I don't believe that these are old, but they both do have the stoppers in them. So I will clean these up, and I think anybody that has that kind of coastal motif to their home might be happy to pick these up for their kitchen. I found this vintage mirror. I'm going to do it out to the side so it doesn't blind you. So there is this vintage mirror. It has a kind of a scallop on the top here, flat on the bottom. I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on the back, perhaps a piece of cardboard on the back here, and then a piece of felt over top of that. And you can see right here, you might be able to make, there you go. See, there is it's either a scratch or a crack here. However, the good thing is that it does not at all go through to the front of the mirror part. So I'm very, very happy about that. So a little bit of work on this, and I think it's going to be beautiful. This, I believe I'm going to be trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace because it's a little bulkier, might be hard to ship. This is a mini combo deep dome dual lamp fixture, and this is for a reptile house. And I did test it, and it does work. Both of the bulbs, there's a picture of it kind of in use right down there. So like I said, this will be going on Facebook Marketplace, I believe. Found this wonderful blue with white speckle. I guess this is a canning enamelware pot with the lid. And then I put some goodies inside of it. But let me show you the rest of the pot first. It's actually not too bad inside. I suppose it could still be used. I've got a little bit of rusting on the outside of it. That's okay. I initially thought that I would keep this, or I'm sorry, that I would keep this for myself, but I don't know. Now I'm changing my mind that I think I might be trying to sell this on Facebook Marketplace. Someone suggested this could be a great trash can. It could. This would be great for keeping on your kitchen counter to put your like vegetable scraps in and stuff if you do any composting. And also this would make a wonderful planter for plants. So that I do think I'm going to be reselling. And then I found Charles Chips can. So there he is. Hope this brings back some memories for some folks. I know it does for me. We used to have these chips delivered to our house when I was growing up in Pennsylvania. The last one of these I found was actually a little miniature one, which seemed to be hard to come by. But I'll tell you, this is the first Charles Chips can that I have found in a very, very long time. Now, it has seen some wear. It's got some, don't know if it's going to come up, but there are some dents on the lid. It may not be too old because of the barcode. I'm not entirely sure, but I just have to do a little bit of research on it to find out exactly how old it is. And then don't forget, folks, make sure to watch through the end of the video so you can see everything that I have thrifted. And then if you would let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite find from this video was, and I will do the same for you. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, make sure that you leave me a thumbs up. This is a beautiful little planter that I am going to be reselling. It is ceramic, but it has all of this beautiful woven material over top of it. Love the look of it. I think this would be beautiful with a succulent in it or any kind of small plant. Love this little planter. I found, still in the box, although the box you can see does show some wear on it. It's got some dings on it. This is a nut brown cookie and biscuit maker. Very, very vintage. And everything is inside, including the little recipe book. I was pretty happy to find that. And I was also pretty happy that someone hadn't opened it up and taken everything out, because they do have a tendency to do that, which is very, very sad. I think if you don't want something, that's fine, but leave it alone for folks that may want it, that come behind you, because it wouldn't have surprised me that if I hadn't picked this up, that to see it within a half an hour, 45 minutes later, all out of the box and just strewn all over these big blue bins that they put things in. But I was very happy to find that. I think that would make great display in somebody's vintage kitchen. Let me see, what else can I show you? Okay, a little bit of bag rustling here just to forewarn you. This is something new. I've never tried this before. Found a guitar case in perfect condition. This, I think I'm going to try this on Facebook Marketplace first, mostly because I think it would be rather bulky to ship, although it's very lightweight, and I suppose it could be, well, it could be folded over, so this definitely could be shipped. But I'm going to try this on Facebook Marketplace first and see how it does. What else is down here? Oh, I found some blocks. I found this whole container of wooden blocks with the alphabet letters on it, and then, oh, sorry about that. And there are also some graphics on that, so I'm happy to pick these up. Folks really do seem to like those vintage, oh my goodness, blocks. My brain just went dead. Oh, let me show you this on the side here before I forget about it. This, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to resell this. I'm thinking I might try selling this on Facebook Marketplace, and if it doesn't sell, then I'll keep it myself. It's not a solid copper, but it is this just amazing watering can. I love, if you know me, you know I love the rusty, crusty stuff. Perfectly happy with that. It's so, so pretty with this hammered look on the outside of it. I love this. And it's quite heavy too, so it's a nice substantial piece. Okay, another thing that I am trying, and I'm so grateful to have the bins so readily accessible to me that I can try different things. I've heard that people are in the market for vintage game pieces. So I found some game pieces from the game Risk. That's another one that brings back memories for me, is to play that when I was younger. So I found these Risk playing pieces, and I have 5 of them. I have yellow, blue, black, gray, and red. And I picked up one of the game cards from the game as well. And just so you know, it had already been opened. Some things were taken out. Luckily, these game pieces were still there in their boxes. There was one more. I forget the color that it was. But about half of them were missing, and the top was already missing. So it isn't that I opened up this game and just took out what I wanted. But I did as well take 5 of the cards, and I believe they are dated 1993, I think is what that says. So my idea is that when I do go to list these, I can list a card with them as well, so the folks will know that these are actually from a vintage Risk game. More wrestling. Okay. I've got another bag yet. I mean, this was a really good day yesterday. This, I am not sure anything about this. I have to do some research on it. I found it to be very, very interesting. I'm not sure if it actually is a piece of papyrus or not, with drawings on it. Here is the back. So like I said, I'm going to do some research on this. The frame does need a little bit of Old English to it, but I think it'll clean up very nicely. There's a little rip in the paper back here. I don't think that's really going to affect it at all, but it'll be interesting to find out what I can about this piece. A friend of mine that was there found a stained glass piece. Then she found a second one, and she said, "Do you want one of these?" I said, "Yes, thank you." She took the one that she wanted, and this is the one that I got. How beautiful is this? I love this. This glass here is like an iridescent, I'm not sure if you can tell, and then there are purples and whites in it and green. Oh, and do I see? Oh, there is, yeah. There is a broken piece right there. But luckily, it's hard to see. So this I'm going to try selling, and this is going to go on Facebook Marketplace because, to be honest, I would be afraid to try and ship this, that it would get more damaged. But that's another piece that I think would have been just smashed had it stayed in the bins any longer. Oh, I found 2 boxes. Actually, I found 3, but the other box had been opened, and some of the candles were missing, of these vintage Robert Allen Candle Company candles. These are made in Hong Kong. I have some whites, and then I have some reds, and luckily none of them are broken. Be right back. These are what I think are some amazing salt and pepper shakers. I love, let me get it so I can put my hand behind so you can actually see them a little better. I love that crest or whatever that is on the front of them. I love the patina on them. They do have a marking. Let me see. There is the marking on the bottom of them. They are not sterling, but I just think their look is amazing. And somebody that does some fall vignettes, I think these would be perfect in those vignettes. Pick those up. Now, this piece needs a little bit of work, and I tend to shy away from things that do need work done to them, because I'm really just into the things that, you know, that I can pick up for a really good price and then resell for a really good price and hopefully do it quickly. But this intrigued me, so I'm going to try and fix this. So here it is, and I'm not sure if you can tell 100%. Let me turn it to the side. See how the ducks, like the ducks here in flight, are reliefed, and so is the grass. And I don't know what this is made out of, but this has a rather rough feel to it. Now here's the problem. Oh, there you can see that break right here, and you might be able to tell it right there. You might be able to tell it there too. But what I'm going to try and do is kind of open that break up a little bit and realign it, because it is not lined up. And with a little bit of wood glue, I think I'm actually going to take the felt back off of it as well to make it easier to try and fix. But with some wood glue, I'm really hoping to get those pieces back together and then put the felt on the back of, put it back on. But I thought that was a pretty amazing piece. So that's going to be pretty cool. Once it is all done up, found this one lonely little canister there with the mushrooms on it. But I picked it up anyway, and there are a little, what they call them, flea bites. So it does have a couple of flea bites on it. It is marked, it's either A-T or A-Y-N-E-L-S, apostrophe S. You can make that out. So I don't know who that is, but the reason that I picked up just the one is because I know mushrooms are rather popular, and this would make a fabulous planter. It's all glazed on the inside, so you don't have to worry about it leaking out. I just thought it would make a great planter for somebody, so that's the reason I picked that up. I've just got so much stuff down here. This was another exciting trip. Love him. Is he a pelican or some kind of parrot? Little picture. Now this I think I would use for decor. He does have some crazing. He's got a couple of chips here, but you can tell from the chips that they're old chips, if that makes sense. And he's got one under his eye here. He is marked on the bottom. That might say Japan, but like I said, lost those reading glasses and I need to get another pair. Love him. And he's a very, like a soft, muted color. Oh, and I just noticed. Oh, was his beak broken off? No. But he does have a crack in his beak too. So he's definitely a decor piece, but a pretty cool looking decor piece. This has to be cleaned up. This little Christmas kind of a tidbit or a nut tray. This is from International China Company, stoneware made in Taiwan. There we go. Going down again. Let me bring some stuff up here onto the couch. Bear with me. That's everything. Okay. Now let me get to showing you the last pieces that I found. I got some uranium glass. Couldn't believe these were in there. So I found this one little shot glass here with the gold trim around at the top. I found these two, so that's a little singleton, and then I found these two that are matching. And they are also uranium glass with a pretty pattern on them. Found some vintage Tupperware salt and pepper shakers. And now I'm just realizing that the salt shaker doesn't have the S on it. I'm going to have to look and see. Oh yes, it should have. Yep, it was right. Should have been right there. So these I am probably... I suppose I could redonate them like this without the S, so somebody may not care about that. But these I do not think I'm going to be reselling now that I noticed that the S is gone off of one of them. I hadn't noticed that when I was there. Found this sweet little planter marked USA on the bottom. I like the scalloped edge on the top. It does have, now this doesn't feel like a chip. It feels like perhaps, I don't know how the glaze may have been missed from that right there, but if you turn it around that way, you'll never know it's there. Sweet little planter. It's going to be hard picking a favorite from this haul today. This is a beautiful, again, I'm going to say planter. Someone had suggested that it might be Fenton. I am not sure, but I am going to do some research on it to see if I can't find out if it is Fenton. It's not a milk glass. It's got a kind of a thick, opaque, kind of frosted almost feeling to it. But if anybody that's watching this may have some ideas on whether this is Fenton or not, and if it is, what the pattern is, that would be a great help. But I'm still going to do my research on it. Okay, a few more things. This adorable, I don't know if this is for, it's enamelware, adorable piece of enamelware, white with, it's got some use on it. This is from Chihuahua Fresh Blend, it says on the bottom. And I'm guessing this is either for hot chocolate or when your milk, after you heat up your milk to pour into your coffee, although I'm not entirely sure that I would want to use it with that mark. Yeah, because it's got some little rusting on the bottom of it. Use it. But what a great decor piece this would be. You could use it as a planter, but with some faux flowers in this, I think that would be great. Found this stained glass lampshade. Isn't this pretty? I love this. Leaded stained glass. Love, love, love this piece. I don't know if it's new or needs to be cleaned out a little bit. I don't know if this is new or older. I'm going to kind of guess it's a newer piece, but I really thought it was very pretty, and hopefully I'll get the measures taken on here, and that's going to fit a lamp. And somebody may be looking for something just this size. Found a little candle snuffer. I have never picked up one of these before, but again, trying new things. And with the bin, I can do that. So it's wooden and brass. It's really pretty. Look at the snuffer part of that. Really, really pretty piece for decor. I found a little clothespin angel. Oh, here she is. Isn't she sweet? Her wings are still intact, and her skirt is made out of clothespins and plastic beads. So I thought she was just adorable. Found a Starbucks mug. I haven't found a Starbucks mug in a very, very long time, and I do like this guy. He is a fox, and his tail is the handle. It is, of course, marked Starbucks on the bottom. Oh my goodness, there we go. There's some remnant sticker on it. This is from 2012. So I was pretty happy to find that. Again, if you're new to my channel, I am kind of on this mission to save Starbucks mugs. Even though they don't resell very well, a lot of them really are just sitting in my eBay store and in my Poshmark closet, but I still just feel compelled to pick them up when I see them. And I haven't been finding them very often lately, so I was happy to get this little guy. Let me see. I think, is this the last? Yep, this is the last thing that I have to show you. And it's a little set of 3. I'll show them to you individually. There's these little teeny birds. They are bone china, and I believe that says made in Japan. But look at how tiny they are and how sweet. So we have this little guy here in perfect condition. Let me show you the sticker. There is the sticker on the bottom. I see it's so tiny, it is really hard to read. So we have this little one, and then this little guy, and they're not broken. And then this little guy sitting on the piece of wood. And let me see, he has, looks like you might have a number on the bottom of him. I'm not sure. But I was happy to find those 3 little guys and that they were not damaged either. So that finally is it. This is a lot for me. Oh my gosh, a favorite piece. Wow. Other than my friend mail, the gifts that I received, my favorite piece, oh my goodness, this really is hard. I think my favorite piece is going to be this watering can. I love the look of it. I love the crusty rustiness of it. So this is my favorite piece from today's haul. So I would love it in the comment section down below. If you stuck it out this long, I know this is a long one, leave a comment down below. Let everyone know what your favorite find was from today's haul. And I will see you this Thursday with a midweek mini. And then I'll also see you on Friday when I am participating in the $5 Goodwill Challenge that Hillary at Old World Home is hosting. So I hope that you can join me later on the week for both of those videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lita and Robert, for my wonderful gifts. I appreciate them so very much. And for now, everyone, please take very, very good care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.